Hi guys, I haven't done a tour of my shop in a while, so I'm going to start with a different angle over here. This is some of my license plates, a couple banners, giant hammer. So in here you can see the workbench, and we'll walk this way. Over here we've got buzzers, a bunch of keychains, speaker, extra screwdrivers, red bat phone, broom, dustpan, that sort of stuff. Over here, this is all parts, phone and data stuff. Really no tools over here. Wire, connectors, more wire, fish tape, extra parts, audio cables, phone, my Knipex clock. Do not use without supervisor's authorization. Let me just turn this down here. Cross connect wire for phones. This box has all my Bell System tools in it. Got to put these pliers in there. Go through that another time. Back in here, this is the furnace room. Let's go in here. I got some more tools in here. Punching bag, got to have that. Just extra storage and all my power tools. A couple sanders, jigsaws, circular saw, clamps, corded drills, heat gun, Dremel. In that soft-sided case is my drill bit, my doorknob drill jig, some extra combination wrenches, extra tools here. This is just miscellaneous tools I don't want to get rid of. This box here, this is all tools I got from my grandpa that I'm keeping for a very long time. Just a bunch of miscellaneous stuff, but it's all got sentimental value to me. Tool belts and things, nothing exciting in here. My Greenlee knockout punches, I just don't have room in there. Got these for free from somebody who was moving. I think there's some old pipe wrenches, just miscellaneous stuff in here. Pipe vise, I should probably paint that and make it look nicer. I think it's a rigid. Ridge Tool Company, yep. This is all files and stuff, but in here I've got all my spray paint, stain, sandpaper, putty knives, wire brushes, spackle, extra gloves, stuff like that. I don't think there's anything. Rags, extra rags, those were like $5 for the whole bundle at the flea market. Some plumbing parts and extra stuff. So go out here. So my bench grinder, key machine, my vise gets used all the time. It's dirty. I've been working on some stuff. This cabinet has all my key blanks. All these drawers have different key blanks in them. Yeah, all kinds of blanks there for best locks. Just different brands. This is all Sargent. Front of my bench here, all kinds of screwdrivers, markers, drill bits. This was made for me at work. This is a piece of rail with holes drilled in it for holding screwdrivers. I made this out of a piece of conduit and a box for holding my electrical tape. Computer rack here, a bunch of computer stuff stored there. Most important here, the toolbox. This is all spray, lubricants, and cleaners and things like that. Metal stamps, my Snap-on 12-piece pick and screwdriver set that I took a really long time to get this. It's my Epstein's box art there, and right there. Keep my glow rods there for fishing wire. More license plates here. I'm going to come back to the toolbox, and I will come back to this also. This is all my old tools. I think I'm going to do a separate video of the toolbox. More phone parts, all kinds of stuff in these boxes. Wire, old phones, a couple tool bags here for when I'm doing wiring jobs. Just some miscellaneous bigger stuff. More wire. Yeah, I've got staple guns, Velcro, a couple cable testers, things like that in there. So catalogs, more catalogs here. These are all just locks I have to send out. My infamous lock collection here. 3 boxes and these 2 sets of drawers. Padlocks, mortise cylinders, all kinds of stuff. And these are keys I don't have room for in the drawers. Network switch that for the basement connects up to the rest of the house. Another switch. My paging amplifier that runs some of the speakers in here. And my file server. Little clamp-on vise. I got this from my grandfather. I use this all the time when I'm working on locks. This is where I sit and do most of my work. This mat is indispensable for working on locks. All my picks right there, and this is my main set of tools for working on locks, all kinds of different stuff. Plug followers, gauges, holders for holding the lock on the table, spare keys, and just things like screwdrivers, tweezers. Speaking of screwdrivers, it's all my mini screwdrivers that I reach for when I'm working on stuff. Extremely handy to have, just a block of wood. And this is a piece of angle that we drilled some holes out to hold my small pliers when I'm working. This step stool came from my grandparents' apartment when my grandmother passed away. I brought it home here, so I use it to hold my pin kits while I'm working, and got just 4 or 5 different sets of pins for different locks. These are it's all my phone wiring. Phone stuff is still my hobby, along with this mocked up fire alarm system. It does work. We'll hit the test button here. Pretty loud, and you can see the strobe. Gotta have the rigid calendar, more license plates, police and fire patches. Up here is my wireless access point for down here. Another view over here, just more catalogs and stuff for them. Just lots of parts. Got Granger McMaster catalog under there. Some license plates I have to hang up. Extra phone wire. Actually, this server, brought it home from work and it wouldn't fire up, so I left it there, and it's a base for all this stuff. Got more catalogs and things in the file cabinet. Old microphone here. I got that somewhere and put a cord on it and it worked. I was kind of surprised. Soldering iron. Don't use that too much, but when I need it, it really comes in handy. Just more phones, parts to repair phones. These are all computer and telephone electronics books. Some really neat old stuff in there too. Some locksmithing books, but most of that stuff is online. Cable TV tools for when I go and run wire. Just more computer parts. Wire, conduit, things like that. This cabinet is all old tools. I'll go through that separately. This I made. This is kind of cool. I know you're not supposed to put a cord on the end of a box, but I got this outlet. This is 2 USB and a single 15 amp receptacle. So you could put this in the wall wherever you want, but I decided to put it on the end of a plug, a cord with a plug on it, take it wherever. Then you don't need the other the power block for the phone. So it definitely comes in handy every once in a while. So here's a view from over here of the shop. Like I said, the key machine gets used all the time, vise and grinder. Very handy to have. That's about it, guys, and stay tuned for a tour of the toolboxes. Thanks a lot.